Hello guys, welcome back to my channel for another 1/12 scale figure unboxing and review video. And today we are going to look at this S.H.Figuarts Heavy Infantry Mandalorian from the Mandalorian series itself. I am surprised that this figure came out early into my mailbox, so yeah, we got a chance to get to see this figure a little bit more early than expected. Just a little bit trivia about this character, and as far as we know that he is a warrior from the Mandalorian community, and he was introduced to us in the season 1 episode 3 of the Mandalorian series. And as we have known that in the season 2 he doesn't make any appearance, but I hope that he will in the upcoming season in the future. So without further ado, let's take a look at his box design first. Okay, so this is what I've got from the mail, and the box looks pretty good. There is no damage in any of the edges, and that is pretty good. And also the figure inside looks intact, and there's no missing parts in it, and that's a pretty good sign also. And as you can see, he comes with not a standard type of Star Wars figure boxes, and he's in a larger box, maybe because of the weapon that is quite big, and yeah, trying to fit it all in this one box. So yeah, this is in front of the box. We got the Star Wars Mandalorian S.H.Figuarts Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. Alright, and then we got the official logo of Tamashii Nation and Bandai. And all side and of the box we got this very nice image of the figures itself. And this is standard Star Wars figure at the side of the box, same as on the top, and on the bottom we got the unreadable legalese, I think. And at the back is all the promotional shot for this figure, and as you can see, it looks very nice. Yeah, so let's unbox this figure right now. So I will cut it at this side of the box, because this side I would want it to be untouched, because this is how I display my box at the shelf. So yeah, I will open it from here. Let's see. Alright. So we have this tray for him, and then he got this background, a simple background, I think, which I will not be using. And this is some the instruction. Maybe I will read it first before I get into the figure itself. Alright, let's put this aside and see what the figure stores for us. So this is the first look of the figure, and as you can see, it's pretty awesome, and the detailing on it is, I think, spot on. And all the accessories that he is equipped with, there's a lot here. And if I can go much more closer, you can see all the detailing on his armor, and just the paint job is just, I think, so perfect. And he also comes with this kind of stand, because I think this figure would be heavy, and he would need some sort of stand to hold this figure all at once. And one knife and a couple of hands. Maybe some of it will be used for holding this gun. Is it a gun, or is it some sort of machine gun? I don't know. Maybe a blaster or a cannon. So we're gonna see it a little bit more later. So yeah, I'll try to take it all of these accessories and figures, and we can look at it a little bit more closer. Okay, before I go into the accessories, I just wanted to do a scale comparison, just a quick one, with Mando. And I think since we don't have any new Boba Fetts, so I'm just going to use this Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, so you can see the scale between these three figures, these three characters. And let's take a look whether Luke and Darth Vader could actually, yeah, this is the S.H.Figuarts Luke Skywalker from the Return of the Jedi, and same as this Darth Vader. And alright, you can see that Darth Vader is a little bit more taller than the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. So this is just a quick scale comparison between all of my Star Wars figures, some of my Star Wars figures. So let's jump into the accessories. So I'm going to start with a very basic accessories, which is this stand. And this stand is quite unique because I never seen such a stand design like this, and it rotates from the bottom, and you also can, you know, make it like this and rotate the upper stand so it can go side to side. So it does really, I think this is a new engineering for this kind of stand. And even the clamp also is a little bit different from I used to use, you know. This is a different kind of stand that we get from this figure. So you can see here. Okay, enough about that. And then I'm going to show you the knives. Okay, this is the knife design. So you see here. Wait, can focus. Alright, it is a very nice design indeed. There is so much detailing. The scope is pretty, you know, deep, and we could see all the little tiny things on the knife. So it is really sharp, so make sure to be conscious. Okay, and then so let's take a look at its cannon. So I will refer this as a cannon because of its size, you know. And let's take a little bit more closer, and we do have some few colors here. And as for the main body here, we could see this is painted with a dark gunmetal gray color, and we have some brown for the handles. And then throughout the, you know, the blaster here is basically a silver color, which have some tones of dark gray at the end of the blaster, you know. So you can see the profile here and the detailing. It's like a submachine gun here. Can you see that? And then this is the handle. I think it could, yes, it could be rotate 360, so you can adjust when you're try to pose with the figure, this or like this. And maybe the right hand would hold at the end of this body. And this is basically will be attached to this type of jet. Maybe this is a hybrid. This also function as a jetpack, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a rubber sculpted, but it's a rubber, so you can bend it and you can just pinch it and you can feel it, and it is a rubber. So at the end of this you know, what do we call this, these tentacles, so you can actually fit it right into these holes. So I have not inserted all the way, but it does stick very well. So it does rotate, but just be careful because this area might be a little bit more sensitive. Maybe it could break because this one is a hard plastic, and from this line here until this line, it's a rubber. So just be careful not to break it. Alright, and alright, that's about it. Let me open it. So as you can see, this jetpack and the detailing on it is very awesome too. You have some dirtiness on it, and it's very, you know, real looking, lifelike. And if you can see here, this is the effect for the blaster. I think it could fit any of the holes. It doesn't have the right or left pack, you know. Okay, so this is the you know, place where we could attach it at the back of the figure like this. So let me show you. So it does hold pretty well, and it won't go off easily, so you have to take it So that's about that. So before I forget, this is the effect for the blaster, for the cannon, and we could actually, there's a 3 tag there which we can manage to find the correct holes there. I think it could go anywhere. Yes, it could fit anywhere you like it. It's symmetrical, so yeah, it does function very well with this effect. Let's see the hands. So this is for the right hands, which is the relaxed hands, and we got on the figure is the fist hand, and this is for the holding the cannon from the back, from here. I think, I don't know, is it like this or like this? I haven't figured out yet. And the brown color one is for the left arm. It does have the same function, which is this is the relaxed hand, and this is for holding the gun here, the cannon, sorry, cannon. So once you inserted this both right and left hands, you can actually hold the cannon. So yeah, that is basically all the accessories. And now let's take a look a little bit closer at the figure. Yeah, so let's take a look at this in much more closer view, and you can see the helmet does have some bullet that has been shot there. This piece doesn't really articulate, so it stays fixed, but we have some detailing on the paint job, and you can see shot the helmet, the scars, and you can know that he was very he's a warrior that been through a lot of wars, and you can see throughout the body, you can see all the detailing and scars and bullet scars here, and it continues to his shoulder pads, throughout his armor, and even at this gauntlet also looks very dirty. And this actually they went for a worn out type of armor. As you can see here, there's a lot of that scratches, and it does makes this figure looks more natural, more believable, more real. As you can see throughout all the body, and except for the back, it's a little bit more cleaner, and you can see here they only make it much more detail at the front elevation, and as you can see here, there are different types of layering for him. He does have this armor and the most outer layer of his body, and this may be a fabric, and these pouches and on his belt is really painted very neat, and there's not so much of colors on it. You can see here, this is a plastic piece. This is very hard plastic. I thought it was a soft plastic here, but this is a very hard plastic here. So you can see here, so this does articulate the shoulder pads here, and throughout the body I think is a pretty good choices of color. I don't know if it's accurate to the movie or not, accurate to the series or not, but I definitely love this combination of colors and different type of blue that they applied here on his helmet. And even if you see the visor itself, it does have that scratches. You can see that they went to that extent of detail, so that's a little bit very good for me, I think. So I'm beginning to love this figure much more and more. but people would say that this helmet would not look as accurate as in the series because it does look a little bit more narrow. It should be wider, you know. Yeah, but I think I don't have any complaints with that. I still love this figure nonetheless. So yeah, so let's see his articulation. So at the top you can see he could, you know, look downwards that far, look upward, not that much. It does hinder over here, side to side tilt, pretty good. And he does have this movable articulated shoulder pads, so he can raise his arm to that extent. Wow. And then rotate. He also have this just a little bit butterfly joint there, in there, and swivel at his bicep. He could not, I think it is designed for double jointed elbow, but because of this gauntlet he could not do that, since this right arm is a little bit more smaller. Yes, it does have that functionality of double jointed elbow, so that's great. So be careful for this piece. I think this is easy to, you know, to lose. And as you can see, this, wow, it's actually a very good detail on his gauntlet, but I don't know what kind of function is this. Is it like a Mando, like Dinjarin, that has this fire thrower, flamethrower? I don't know. So at his torso we could get that, not that far, because he is a very bulky guy, so in armor, so that should be, you know, just a little bit rotation at his torso and waist over here. So you could not get that far. I'm afraid I will break this figure, so I better not do that. So, and yeah, that's about it. This area is maybe the part of that not so articulated. It's very restricted with this pouch and his belt over here. So yeah, and then his armor here, this piece is kind of hindered everything, so it's okay. So moving forward at his leg, so he could, oh, surprisingly he doesn't have any drop down method for the leg, but he does have this swivel at the thigh, and he does have double jointed knee, but it also hindered by this cover piece here and his shin guard here. And this is actually could be move, and you can adjust the articulation. It does have some rocker here and some tilt. He can do just quite a split here, not much. Can move the leg forward just about that, not that much. I think that is not good. They should implement the drop down method. And kicking back, it doesn't really, you know, go that far. So yeah, so it's a pretty good articulation, having to know that this kind of bulkiness for this character. So I'm pretty good with that. So let's equip him with the accessories. So this is the final look for him, complete with his accessories, especially the jetpacks and the cannons and its effects. My advice to you is, when you have this figure in your hand and you want to pose it, you might need this special stand just to, you know, move him around, or just to make him do some kind of different poses, because it's a special clamp for him. And my other advice is, be very careful with the accessories, especially the handles at the cannon, because it is very delicate. So yeah, bear in mind on that. And as far, I think that is all the review, and I think I want to conclude that this figure is great. I do recommend it to all of you. because I do miss out on the Black Series one. I just hope that I could have that someday and make a comparison for these both figures. And I think this figures is pretty great, and it does scale pretty well with my other Mandalorian figures. And yeah, all the sculpting and detail for this is superb. I think there's not much to say with this is a great figure, and yeah, go get him while he's still in the market, you know. And okay, if you feel this video informative enough, and please like and subscribe. Till we meet again, sayonara.